Hello and welcome back to my channel where I share with you how to create home decor stuff on a budget. Today I'm going to share with you how I transformed a thrifted tablecloth into this chic looking cushion covers. If you want to see how I did this, then please keep on watching. I'm starting by measuring the size of the cushion for which I will be making the cover. The dimensions of this cushion are around 22 by 22 inches. Next, I'm taking this thrifted round tablecloth and folding it in half. As you can see, it is really pretty looking tablecloth, but it did have some wine stains on the sides. So my aim here is to avoid taking those parts in my final thing. Here I am folding it and cutting it into two equal halves, as I will be using each half to make two cushion covers. Once I have cut the cloth in half, I am again folding it and using some sewing pins to hold it in place. Next, I am measuring a length of 23 inches on all four sides to get a perfect square. Please do not cut the cloth as the exact measurement as your cushion, as that will not give us any room for stitching. So increase the measurement by at least 1 inch on each side when you're making your final cut. Here I am cutting the four sides, and since I have already folded the cloth, so I'm going to get two pieces of the same length. Again, keep both the pieces of cloth in place with some sewing pins and start stitching on any one side. I am not doing any fancy stitches here, just your regular basic stitch is sufficient, but I'm going to stitch this entire thing at around 22 inches because that was a measurement of my cushion. So the bottom line is, cut your cloth at an extra 1 inch length than the measurement of the cushion, and when sewing it, do it at the original length of the cushion. Also make sure that you are doing all the stitching on the inner sides of the cloth, because eventually we will be flipping it and that will help us in concealing all the stitches and giving it a cleaner look. I do not have a sewing machine here, so I did a hand stitch for everything, which did take some time, but if you have a sewing machine, then all these steps becomes really easy. Now once I have stitched one of the sides, I am removing all the pins and opening it like this and laying it open on the surface. I will iron out this bit here where I just sewed so that I have a perfect partition, which will be helpful while I am stitching the zipper on it. Next, I am going to stitch the zipper on this, for which I am positioning the zipper in place, and I am making sure that I am leaving a somewhat equal gap on both the sides. Also, place the zipper in such a way that the teeth of the zipper is right in line of that seam. Next, I am using this masking tape, and then with some sewing pins, I am making sure that the zipper opening coincides with the opening of the stitching. The more precise I am, the better it will be. Also, make a note of how I have placed the zipper, that is, the opening part is placed on the inside and not the other way around. Once I have the zipper in place, I am sewing it with the flaps on the sides that I had just ironed out. Hence, the ironing step earlier will make this part easier. Sew as close to the opening as possible, but making sure that you are not getting into the teeth of the zipper. Basically, sew something like this. I'm sewing it on the side little flaps and not directly on the cloth here because I do not want any stitches on the outside of the cloth. So sewing on the flaps will help us in avoiding it. Also, try and use a thread as the same color as the cloth and the zipper to help concealing any stitches. Once I am at the end of the zipper, I am taking my thread to the other side and I'm joining the two sides of the zipper like this. Then I'm again continuing to stitch as I did earlier on the other side of the zipper. Once I have finished stitching the zipper, it will look something like this. Now comes the time for the reveal, for which I am going to carefully cut the stitches on the seams and will remove all these loose threads. And there you have your functioning zipper. Now we will finish the rest of the three sides of our cover, but before that, make sure that you flip the cover again and have opened the zipper, or otherwise, once you have finished stitching, you could be stuck with no way to get to the other side. So yes, remember to open the zipper before stitching all the three sides. Again, use sewing pins on all the three sides and start stitching. Once you have stitched all the three sides, flip it, getting all the four corners and pulling them out. Here I am putting the cushion in the cover to check if it fits or not. So yes, it does fit, but we have a few more small steps to do. We still have these openings to fix, which we got when we had opened the stitching earlier for our zipper. So I'm going to flip it again and stitch all the open ends. Once I am finished sewing, I am flipping it again, putting my cushion back in, and there you have it. Your cushion covers are ready. I would agree that this DIY did take some time, partially because I'm no expert at sewing and had to figure out a way to hide the zipper, and that I was hand sewing the whole thing. But if you know your way around a zipper and if you have a sewing machine, then this DIY becomes really quick. The cost of this DIY was $3, which was the price of the tablecloth that I paid, while a good cushion cover with a zipper in US can cost you anywhere from $25 to $50 and sometimes even more. And it took me around 3 to 4 hours to do all the stitching work, minus the time I took for the thinking and planning part. Let me know what you think of these Christmas cushion covers. If you like my efforts, then hit that like button and leave your views and feedback in the comment section below and share it with your friends and family who might be looking for some fun projects to do this Christmas season. And if you want to see more DIYs or if you're interested in more DIY ideas, then subscribe to my channel and click that bell right next to it so that you're always updated on when I upload my future videos. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will talk to you soon. Till then, please take care and stay safe.